Hey, mi casa, su casa. Muchas gracias.
We listen to the radio. Anything the radio play, spiritual music.
It's about truth, it's about information, it's about awesomeness.
Man, mi casa es a su casa, dog.
All right!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Mi casa es su casa, and we have special guest Going Postal. Going Postal, go ahead and introduce yourselves to the people.
My name is Pete Spade, and I play guitar.
I'm Max, and I play drums.
I'm Sienna, I am vocals.
Alright, and we are Going Postal combined. So tell us, how did Going Postal begin? What got you guys into music? What turned you into the artist that you are today?
Well, first I want to say we're missing our bass player, Andrew Freeman. He's taking like some physics quiz or something. I don't know. No one really knows what's going on through his head. But how early do you want to go? Do you want to go like childhood, or are you talking about like when we met?
Yeah, go ahead. Start with childhood. What was the first musical artist that got you inspired into music? That really had your foot tapping, and your head bouncing. You know what I mean?
I mean, in terms of like famous artists, I really liked the Doors when I was younger. I don't know why. It's just a band that seemed to click with me. What made me want to play guitar was I was probably in like 6th grade or something, and my cousin was also a musician at the time, and I went to go see him at a show in Asbury Park, New Jersey, which your roommate from.
Yeah.
All that. And I saw my cousin playing guitar, and like this is like someone I grew up with. It's literally born. And I kind of felt like if he could do it, then I could do it. And here I am today.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. For me, I mean, my mom was a musician, so I was going to my mom's shows before I could walk, and so she really got me into music. She plays accordion actually, but her band was really cool. They do like classic rock covers. My mom could play Stairway to Heaven like note for note all the way through on the accordion. Like Paint It Black, a couple other cool songs. So I would go see their shows, and like they were really cool, and so that really got me into music.
Yeah, it sounds so sick.
For me, I have an uncle who, like, ever since I was little, he has like an entire room just full of instruments, and he used to be in like bands, and like a bunch of my uncles used to be in like jazz bands and just stuff like that. And so it was really cool just hearing them play like guitar, hearing them play saxophone, just a bunch of random instruments, and like sometimes I would hear like my dad play guitar like at night when it was like midnight. He's just like chilling from work or whatever, and it was just really soothing. And I was like, well, I want to play guitar. Like, that sounds really cool. And so, like, my dad tried to teach me, and I was like 10, so I was like, this is boring, I'm done, and whatever. But
yeah, when I was 7, I took guitar lessons and failed miserably.
Yeah.
And then I picked it up a few years later.
Yeah, I did the same thing with piano. It was just really bad. I regret it now. But I've been singing ever since I was little and just stuff like that. But my dad actually he was really into like the British invasion, so like the Monkees, the Beatles, Moody Blues, stuff like that. And so I got really into music like that. And so that's what kind of got me into music in general, I guess. And like my mom was the whole Motown side, and so I grew up with a bunch of different genres, and it was just really exciting. And I joined like theater and stuff, and so like, I was singing all the time, and it's really cool to like actually be in a band now.
Definitely, that's dope. And so I feel like everyone as a child has like these connections with certain songs, certain genres, certain artists. But what would you say to aspiring artists is something that motivates you to keep pursuing your own musical talent, like to be these people? What are some practice techniques that you use? How do you get started? For people who are trying to get into guitar and maybe can't get it down the first time, what's your advice to them?
Honestly, like the first couple months you play, it's not really gonna be any fun. That's just like you're just gonna be practicing and practicing and stuff. Like either way, whoever starts guitar, like I'm just using guitar for example, because that's what I know best. Like you're gonna suck basically. Like you gotta know and embrace that you're gonna suck. And also like when I have guitar students, when I teach guitar, I always try and explain to them like this is the worst you're ever gonna be. And like the better you get, the more fun it is to play. And the more fun it is to play, the more you play. The better you get, and then so on and so on. So like just get past the few, like first year or so, let's say. And then you're chilling. It's usually fun after that.
That's the first year or so if you're practicing, like
you're practicing. Yeah.
Like I started playing drums in 3rd grade, and I was getting like my parents were like kind of like forced me to keep doing lessons basically, and I really like thank them for it now, because at the time, there's a couple times when I was in college, I kind of want to quit, they're like, oh, you should keep doing it, like just like kept with it, and you know, a lot of practice, and you know, eventually you get it. And I picked up guitar in like, you know, probably 2 or 3 years, just playing every single day. You know, that's definitely the way to do it.
I mean,
an hour a day.
It's a cliche, but it's really is a lot of work.
Yeah, I feel like at the beginning, like with like the whole, like I even played saxophone. Like there were just a few instruments that my parents wanted me to try because they're like, you have like music in your blood, like your whole family plays music. Learn something. And so I tried, and I was just so bored, like at the beginning, because I couldn't get it, and I was just frustrated mostly. And then, like I think my junior year of high school, I was like bored one day, and I was like, I'm gonna learn how to play guitar on YouTube. And so like I kind of learned how to play, not like beat at all, but like, you know, basic enough that I started writing my own music, and it felt really good knowing that like I kind of did it, and I regret not doing lessons and like just going through the frustration and
Starting earlier.
Yeah, exactly. I could have been his.
So it seems like you guys all have your own uniques in music. So how did these unique roots, I guess, culminate into what is Going Postal today? How did you guys meet? How did the band actually form together? Why do you guys click so well?
I don't know. Well, we all hate each other. We're like the Eagles. You know, smash Max's guitars all the time. You know, but we all started as freshmen. I believe Max and Freeman is not here. You guys met at orientation, right?
Yeah, at orientation.
Yeah.
Sat next to him.
Yeah, so I'm sure like Andrew was probably wearing like Metallica gear or something. You just see this go down, and Max was probably like, "Yo, you like Metallica?"
I don't even like Metallica, but I probably saw his Metallica shirt and was like, "Oh, you listen to music? Like, it's like nice dance." But
Everything happens for a reason.
It doesn't necessarily just have to be Metallica. It could be like Slayer or something, you know.
yeah,
Is that about right?
yeah, definitely.
So you know, it was freshman year. We had a different singer at the time, and to be honest, it's kind of embarrassing story, but you know, like you come to freshman and I come to the freshman, like you haven't drank very much, and I came home and you know, like I was living in Zappa type of apartments, and I had, you know, to be honest, I had a little bit to drink. I came at like 2 in the morning, and my roommate had this dude over. His name was Max Miller at the time. And I saw my guitar out or something, and amp, and you know, like I had a few drinks, and he was like, "Yo, like we should play some music." And like I was really stupid. I was like, you know, like we shouldn't play this in an apartment. I don't want to wake everyone up. Let's go outside. And like, instead, we just woke up way more people there. like literally, we looked at there's like 10 people on the window. But also, then we realized there's like people watching as we were playing, and they're like requesting songs, and like inside girls, they're like requesting like John Mayer and like. So like after that, like as we go on, we're like, yo, like we should make a band. And or actually no, not even that. We saw a after that there was like a Green Fest flyer. So he hit me up, and
Is that for Battle of Bands?
that's for Green Fest Battle of
That's
Bands, yeah.
right.
And so Max goes, I know a bassist, and actually I met Andrew for something else at the time too. So we asked Andrew, and then Andrew knew Max, and literally it took me like a year in high school to make a band. It took like, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes to make one in college. Which was pretty crazy. And we've been band for like 3 years. So we all met, recorded a demo for Green Fest like the day we met, never really played with each other. Somehow got in, and still playing.
So wow. And so Sienna, you gotta join in the band a little later.
Yeah, I actually did. It's funny because I know Max. I met him freshman year orientation too.
Original singer.
Yeah, the original singer.
Not me.
Yeah. And I met him freshman year orientation because we were both theater majors, and we kept like hanging out and everything, and he's like, oh hey, like come see, like I'm singing for a band or whatever for Green Fest. And I was like, sure, why not? And so I go, and they were like awesome. It was amazing, and like I mean I didn't really know like what to expect, and they like blew me away. It was amazing. And then when Max stopped doing it, I happened to meet Freeman, the bassist, because he knows one of my other friends, and
It's never Andrew Freeman, it's always Freeman.
yeah,
Just to point that out.
can't help, like saying Andrew is like weird at this point. I have to say Freeman, but I met him, and he was like, oh yeah, we actually like need a singer or whatever. Like hit me up, and I was pretty drunk, and so I was kind of like, oh yeah, whatever, forgot about it. And then he ended up they got Chase, their second singer. And then since I knew Freeman at that point, I went to see most of their shows and they were amazing. And then when Chase stopped doing it, Freeman was like, oh, like, do you want to do this now? And I was like, heck yeah, I want to do it. And so now I'm here.
There it is. Alright, well that's a cool story of how the band got together to get to where you guys are today. And where you guys are today, you guys are performing all over the place. I've seen you at open mic nights, at other SDSU events. You're here on the radio show and you're performing at house shows all over San Diego County. It seems like you're everywhere. So what we're going to do now is give the fans a little taste of where it is that you guys are now and just have a little jam session, give them some good vibes. Are you guys down for that?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll give you guys a little time to set up those instruments and we're going to get it going. Alright, this is Mi Casa es Su Casa. I am 3D coming at you. We're going to come back and we're going to jam. Stay tuned.
I didn't know that we were playing something.
I didn't either.